Now, second is about food. So that's the first seeking human beings had as animals. No attention on food. Whether you have salt or not, whether you have this or that, no attention on food. Actually, you should not remember what you ate this morning. But we think as to what we are going to eat tomorrow. We consume food not for running this body, but for sort of a more satisfaction of tongue pleasures. Once you start understanding that pleasure is a sign of gross attention, any kind of pleasure is a very gross sensationalization. Sensations. Very gross it is. But when I say no pleasures means, doesn't mean that you should become serious people and people of sort of as if somebody is dead in your family. But you should be like Shiva. So detached. She came on a bull which was running very fast to get married. He was sitting on a bull with his 2 feet like this, you see. And the bull is running fast and he's holding the bull. The feet like this. And he's coming for his wedding. And with him are coming people with one eye, without noses, all kinds of funny people coming with him. And his wife feeling quite embarrassed at the nonsensical things people are talking about Shiva. He's not bothered. What's his reputation would be, this thing. But that doesn't mean that you become hippies. You see, this the problem is that once you start thinking like that, you become hippies. So, attachment to anything is ugliness. It's ugliness. It's nonsense. But you can dress up whatever way you like. Or even if you are in the most ordinary dress, you look the most magnificent person. But it's not that if you say that, all right, so in these circumstances, let us go about on one sheet wrapped around. The beauty that has evolved within you through spirit gives you that power that you can wear whatever you feel like. Makes no difference to your beauty. Your beauty is there all the time. But have you achieved that state? And that state only you achieve when your spirit enters into your brain. With ego-oriented people is more difficult. And that's why they cannot enjoy things. At the slightest pretext, they topple down. And spirit, which is the source of joy, just doesn't come. Doesn't show. The joy is beauty. The joy itself is beauty. But that is a state one has to achieve. Attachments come by various methods. If you go a little ahead with it, then you have attachments of your family. What will happen to my child? What will happen to my husband? What will happen to my mother, to my wife? This, that nonsense. Who is your father and who is your mother? Who is your husband and who is your wife? For Shiva, he doesn't know all these things. To him, he and his power are inseparable things. So he stands as singular personality. There's no duality. When there is duality, then only say, my wife. You can't say my nose, my ears, my hands, my. Go deep down. Till you say my, there is some duality. But when I say I, the nose, then there is no duality. Shiva the Shakti, Shakti the Shiva, there is no duality. But we live throughout on our duality, and because of that there is an attachment. If there is no duality, what is the attachment? If you are the light and you are the lamp, then where is the duality? If you are the moon and you are the moonlight, then where is the duality? If you are the sun and you are the sunlight, you are the word and you are the meaning, then where is the duality? That's only possible when your spirit comes into your brain and you become part and parcel of Virat itself. Virat is the brain, as I told. Then everything that you do, when you show your temper, when you show your affection, when you show your compassion, anything, is the spirit that is expressing. Because brain has lost its identity, the so-called limited brain. It has become the unlimited spirit. So the spirit is like the ocean which has the light in it. And when this ocean pours into the little cup of your brain, the cup loses its identity and everything becomes spiritual. Everything. You can make everything spiritual. Everything. You touch anything is spiritual. The sand becomes spiritual. The land becomes spiritual. Atmosphere becomes spiritual. Celestial bodies become spiritual. Everything becomes spiritual. So it's the ocean that is the spirit, while your brain is limited. So the detachment from your limited brain has to be brought in. All limitations of brain should be broken so that when this ocean fills that brain, it should break that little cup. And every bit of that cup should become colorful. The whole atmosphere, everything, whatever you locate should be colorful. Color of the spirit is the light of the spirit. And this light of the spirit acts, works, thinks, coordinates, does everything. This is the reason today I decided to bring Shiva Tattva to the brain. The first procedure is to take your brain towards the Shiva Tattva by telling it, see, where are you going, Mr. Brain? You're putting attention to this, you're putting attention to that. Getting involved now, detach. Become the brain yourself, only the brain. Detach. And then take this detached brain, completely filled with the color of the spirit. It will automatically happen. As long as you will have these limitations to your attention, it will not happen. So one has to really deliberately do this tapasya. Every individual. I'm with you. So you don't need any puja that way. But that state has to be achieved. And for achieving that state, you need the puja. I hope so many of you will become the Shiva Tattvas in my lifetime. But don't think I'm asking you to suffer. There is no suffering in this kind of an ascent. If you understand that this is the complete joy state, that is the time when you become Nirananda. That's the joy named in the Sahasrara. The name of the joy is Nirananda, and you know your mother's name is Nira. So you become Nirananda.